All right, gentlemen, so give me some general thoughts on the 3AA West.
All right, so Weddington Parkland this week. I like Weddington in that one. I mean, they're just a juggernaut, shutting out South Iredale last week. Parkland getting by Alexander Central. I thought that was a little bit of a surprise. Right?
Definitely. No, definitely was.
But I do like Weddington to move on. Anything on that one?
I mean, Weddington's going to be, I don't even want to spend much time on them until we get towards the regional final and stuff. I think they walk through, these teams are more talented than a lot of these teams here from that standpoint. I mean, if you do move, kind of down below, I think you see some interesting games with that 5-13 matchup. You want to talk about that with Coach Gentry, another great year, kind of doing it a little differently than last year with being the 1 seed, but a great win over a tough and extremely well coached Marvin Ridge team. This one will be interesting. I mean, I thought Cox Mill, had a great year as well this year, and to see Northern defeat them was definitely an eyebrow raise for me. So I would think Northwest Cabarrus is going to be fine and go forward, but. I think they're the Nighthawks. They actually were. Northern Guilford was not there when I was in school. I think they came probably a few years after, and of course got all the talent. But either way, the Nighthawks I think will be a tough out for sure, as they've always had a good program as long as I've been around home with Keenan Allen.
There it is.
But yeah, so that'll be tough. I think Northwest Cabarrus does get through setting up that 1-5. Pretty juggernaut matchup against two great coaches.
I agree with you on that one. I think Northwest Cabarrus is glad Cox Mill is out.
Right.
I think they're tired of playing them.
Exactly.
Playing a third time, my gosh. I mean, you never see that in high school football. So
for sure.
Yeah. Moving to the bottom, Dudley Mount Tabor. Oh, that's going to be a heck of a matchup up in that area.
Definitely.
Mount Tabor barely getting by Central Bears. That looked like a real good game.
Yeah, was that a shocker to you?
No, it wasn't, because Coach McClamrock at Central, he gets those guys fired up. And they may not be the biggest, they may not be the strongest, but they are scrappy, and they play to, they play all 4 quarters every time.
For sure. No, I know. And I mean, maybe like I said, I've just always known, great Mount Tabor teams, and, not taking anything away from Central Bears, but, and of course, like you said, he's got talented kids, got the Boykins kid. I mean, he's got, I think it was Blue starting this week. So, yeah, I mean, you have talented kids all over, but maybe it's just credit to, like I said, the fantastic job he's doing up there in Cabarrus County. But it was an eyebrow raise. They almost took that game, though. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, getting Dudley, which for me, even that Southwest Guilford game I thought would be a little different. But Dudley Mount Tabor is going to be a great matchup. But the one for me, though, is that A.L. Brown-Watauga game. I think Watauga's, as we see, with them destroying Cuthbertson, in Coach Kavanaugh's first year over there, which was, great to even get him in that position.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
A.L. Brown, like I said, winning a game 56-50.
What a wild game that was.
That is insane, especially with them being two different ways. I mean, reading the report on that one was Roberson throwing the ball so much and A.L. Brown running the ball. I think that guy that over 322 yards, I think it was, in that game.
Which is rare. You don't see mountain teams usually throw the ball like that.
Well, you think about Jefferson Boaz at East Surrey, Patrick Taylor, head coach at North Surrey, Ashe County. Being an area guy, I've noticed a lot of those guys, and it is starting to take over, that's been the crazy thing. As I said, I've got to get up to the mountains and see what the heck guys have going on up there. But it is starting to change a little bit, though. Normally you do see those pound them out run teams, which of course that works in that kind of weather. But it's amazing. I mean, you talk about the best quarterback prospects in this state right now. I mean, last year it was Howell, Schrader, some of those guys. I mean, this year you're thinking Boaz at East Surrey. I'm trying to think who else is up that way. The Davie County guys,
the Ashe County guys.
Ashe County, they're typically top 5 as far as Dawson Cox as the Ashe County quarterback. I think he's still a junior, but a lot of those guys you look at that list, are coming from those mountain areas or Western North Carolina. So it's interesting, kind of the mountain renaissance, if you will, of those different type quarterbacks. But I can't lie, I do check some of the other companies' forums, if you will, and you see all the junk talking with Coach Newsom and A.L. Brown, how they feel he may be underperforming, but this guy always puts himself in great situations here.
I think you have to realize we're not in the 1990s anymore. It's a different time, and you have to adjust, and fans are fans, and they're gonna think they can still win every state title every year.
Right, no, and that's the thing. And it's like, I think he's done a lot with some of the changes and some of the added pressures and adjustments. And I mean, you look here, I mean, in a situation where he's not favored to win, and what does he do? He comes out, gets a victory after finishing the season strong, puts him in a position against a tough Watauga team, and one that is no shame if even if they do get blown out up there. It's no shame because he's in a situation where a lot of people, like we always say about playing Mountain Creek Advance or somebody, 95% of the schools out there would struggle to beat a team like Watauga. So I do think he's being unfairly criticized in some ways with this, and kind of wanted to shout that out and kind of rant if I may or whatever about guys that are always so quick to get these coaches out here that produce lasting results.
Exactly. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.